Hi everybody, Brittany Tarwater here. If you've tried to get on Facebook, tried to get on Instagram, maybe even WhatsApp, and you've had some trouble, you are not the only one. These companies are down all around the world. There's a worldwide outage right now with Facebook and some of the companies that it owns, mainly the ones that we just spoke about, Instagram, WhatsApp, and then of course Facebook being another one of them. Not exactly sure why. The company said that they do acknowledge the outage is in fact happening. However, they haven't offered exactly why the sites are down right now. So give you a little bit of the information that we have right now. Coming from Facebook, it says, we are aware that some people are having trouble accessing the Facebook app and that the company is working on restoring access. So let me just show you this. Is this looking familiar? Trying to get onto Facebook, you're seeing this message here. Yeah, that's what we're seeing as well. Maybe Instagram, getting this server error, also getting that notification at the bottom if you're accessing it on your phone of your screen that says Instagram cannot refresh your feed. That's the same thing that we're seeing as well. And that's exactly what we're talking about here with these sites being down. Down Detector is one of the kind of like a watchdog, if you will, that's looking at different sites that are down. Facebook is one of those companies that is being reported as down right now. Of course, that's because that's exactly what's happening. So we went to the Twitter page because Twitter is still active right now. Twitter not owned by Facebook, by the way. So the Twitter page that is Facebook said, here it is. We are aware that some people are having trouble accessing our apps and products. We are working to get things back to normal as quickly as possible, and we apologize for any inconvenience. This coming from the official Twitter handle of Facebook. So Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, all of those different companies that Facebook owns, all down right now. And these two pieces of information have not been officially connected, but the Associated Press is referencing, you may have seen this recently in the Wall Street Journal, or perhaps even last night on 60 Minutes, where a whistleblower is sort of expressing her opinions, is ousting Facebook, saying that it is acting in the interest of growth for Facebook rather than the interest of the public good. You may have also heard that Instagram is being accused of hurting specifically teenage girls and their self-esteem, that it is hurting their mental health, that information citing Instagram's own research. So this woman has come out and said that Facebook is not doing its best to stop the spread of misinformation, not doing its best to stop the spread of hate speech, that in fact it's only operating in its own interests of growth and clicks and the amount of time that people are spending on the social media app rather than protecting public interest. Also saying here that social media has had a big impact on society in recent years, and Facebook is often a place where much of this debate plays out. So we're not sure if those two different stories, the story of all of these sites being down today, they went down around 11:45. So going on, I'm not exactly sure what time it is, 1:15, about an hour and a half now. And the story that there's been a whistleblower who's been coming out to the Wall Street Journal and has recently come out to 60 Minutes, giving this information that she says she has from Facebook and from its research and the way that Facebook operates and the algorithm that it has that helps determine what you see in your feed versus what maybe your friend or somebody who has different opinions, different viewpoints may see in their feed. So she's coming out accusing Facebook of having more interest in its own operations and the way that it spreads information rather than in the interest of public health. So again, if you're just joining us and you've been trying to get on Facebook, you've been trying to get on Instagram today since about 11:45, you've not been able to do that, here is the error message that we're getting on Facebook specifically. Here's that one, and then here's the one that we're getting on Instagram. But on Twitter is still active right now. It's not owned by Facebook, like Instagram is owned by Facebook. You may know that, but on Twitter, Facebook came out. This is their official page saying that they are aware that some people are having trouble accessing our apps and products. We are working to get things back to normal as quickly as possible, and we do apologize for any inconvenience. That's what we're seeing here on the official Twitter page for Facebook. It's not super uncommon, of course, like you've probably seen messages like this. It's not very uncommon for sites to have temporary outages. This has happened to Facebook and Instagram before in the past, but this is not just an isolated incident. This is all around the world. There's a global outage right now for Facebook, for Instagram. WhatsApp is another one that's owned by Facebook. So all of these different apps, all of these different websites that are owned by Facebook are all down and have been since about 11:45 Eastern time. So Facebook has acknowledged that they do have an outage right now. They've acknowledged that there's an issue. They haven't come out and said why. They haven't said whether or not this is something that they have intentionally done, bringing its sites down, or if this is something that is the responsibility of somebody else. But they have acknowledged that the sites are down and that they are doing their best to restore access to these sites and to the apps. We've also looked at this website here, and I'll show it to you. We've looked at this website here called Down Detector, and it looks at different websites that are down kind of across the internet, and Facebook is one of the issues that people have reported having an issue with, and that's of course because it's not active right now. This is the message that you're getting if you're trying to get online, getting on your Facebook page, and then here's the one that you're getting on Instagram. So just want to give you a quick update about what's going on, what we know so far. We will continue to keep you posted, of course. If you want to visit us on WVLT.tv, which is where we are right now, you can get your information here. Also, we will be talking about this and any possible solutions that come our way, any more information that we learn on the air on WVLT this afternoon.